Hey everybody, the Bong is here, and I have finally decided what my games are going to be for the 16,000 subscriber special. I had over 100 choices, and some of them were my own ideas mixed along with your own. So I came to a conclusion that it's going to be a 64 game tournament. Yes, it is a massive tournament given the amount of time between now and when I'm expected to hit 16,000 subscribers. So, what you see now is the wheel. What this does is it determines who's going to be facing who. That way, you can actually see this happen with your own eyes. However, the wheel is so small you cannot even see the name of the games. And how this is going to go is that the first two games that are chosen by the wheel will face each other. And then the next two games after that will be put on the opposite side bracket. So it's not like you're going to be seeing like match 1, match 2, and those winners face each other right away. You gotta add that little element of surprise, so let's get going. And I'm gonna tell you what the games are. You'll only see them one at a time. I do apologize, it looks so hypnotic or something. Alright, so the first game that I've chosen is Super Bomberman 5. And that game will be going against, let's find out. Final Fantasy IV The After Years, a Nintendo WiiWare game. This should be quite interesting. Alright, now let's move on to the opposite side, so these two will not be facing the winner of that match. Right now we'll be having Final Fantasy VII. Yes, Final Fantasy VII is confirmed for the tournament. But will I have an easy match or a hard one? Let's find out. It will be going against Kirby and the Amazing Mirror for the Nintendo Game Boy Advance. This should be an interesting match. These are two series I haven't touched in some time. And now we got Persona 3 FES for the PlayStation 2. That game will be going against, let's find out. Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky for the PC. So yes, two heavyweight RPGs are going at it. Of course, this goes on the left bracket, so we're going left, right, etc., etc. I'll have to go back to this video just to actually put the bracket down, because I'm not doing that while the wheel is going. Alright, the fourth match is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword for the Nintendo Wii. Now, who will that be going up against? The Last Story, also for the Nintendo Wii. Two Wii games I haven't finished yet. Only one of them is an inside joke. Alright, match number 5 will feature, first, Chrono Cross for the PlayStation 1. Pretty awesome game, by the way, from what I've seen. And that will be going against Dark Cloud 2. Will it live up to the hype that Dark Cloud 1 Let's Play has done? I guess we'll find out. Or maybe Chrono Cross will upset it. And now the next matchup. Ms. Pac-Man Maze Madness, I assume is for the PlayStation 1. And its opponent will be WWE Crush Hour. I don't know if I'm going to do the PS2 or the GameCube version, because I have neither, but luckily both are pretty cheap. Alright, I assume this is going to be match 7. If I lost count, I apologize, but don't worry, I'll have the video on hand to keep track. Chronicles of a Dark Lord, Episode 2, War of the Abyss. Episode 1, Tides of Fate, was pretty awesome, and I hear this one is really good too, from what I've played. But who is it going to face? Streets of Rage for the Sega Genesis. This might be a throwaway fight, but it could also be an upset, too. Now let's move on to the next match. Donkey Kong Country Returns 2 Tropical Freeze for the Nintendo Wii U. I don't think this is the first Wii U game I put in the tournament. It's probably one that I'm actually going to start and finish if it wins, because remember, I was still testing my Wii U at the time. So, that game will be going against, let's find out. East, the Ark of Napishtim for the Sony PlayStation 2. There's been a handful of tournaments, or maybe some Christmas special nominations as well. I wonder how Tropical Freeze will fare against that. Now, let's move on to the next match. Tales of Symphonia for the Nintendo GameCube. That's going to be some stiff competition for who it's going to face. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando for the PlayStation 2. This could go either way as well. Alright, next match. Yeah, I've already lost count of what match number we're on. Xenoblade Chronicles for the Nintendo Wii. This is going to be an exciting game because I know Chugga Conroy is still in progress of this game, and Xenoblade Chronicles X is coming out in the future, which I definitely want to get. That game will be going up against Castlevania Lament of Innocence for the PlayStation 2. Remember, I haven't touched a Castlevania game in quite some time, so there might be a little bit of that going on. Let's move on to the next match, shall we? Metroid Prime for the GameCube. That's been up for many, many tournaments and just never getting far. Metroid Prime will be facing Crash Twinsanity. This should be pretty interesting. Next match. Let's go. Genji, Dawn of the Samurai for the Sony PlayStation 2. A lot of people probably never heard of it, but it actually plays really well. Similar to like a Ninja Gaiden or God of War-like game. So that will be going up against, let's find out. Ark the Lad for the PlayStation 1. Yes, I'm aware it's a tactical RPG, but maybe I can actually wean myself into it for a little bit. Alright, let's move on to the next match. Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U. Of course, this is going to be a one-player version of that game, because I feel if I play like 2 players or more, it's going to get way too chaotic. And its opponent is going to be Kirby's Epic Yarn for the Nintendo Wii. That should be an interesting match as well. Alright, let's see what the next match is going to be. Starting with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses for the PlayStation 2. I've been excited to play this game, even though it is quite hard. So what is the matchup going to be against that? Cave Story Plus for the PC. That should be fun. Next match. Let's go. New Super Mario Bros. U, obviously for the Nintendo Wii U. This could open up to the new Super Luigi U DLC Let's Play as well, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. That game will be going up against Digimon World 1 for the PlayStation 1. Oh, 2 heavyweight games right there. Alright, next match. Lunar Silver Star Story completes for the PlayStation 1. I haven't done a Lunar game ever. And that will be going against Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, also for the PlayStation 1. Two PS1 games going at it. This should be interesting indeed. Alright, next match is going to start off with Ty the Tasmanian Devil for the GameCube, and that will be going up against. Ugh. Sorry, my brain cannot function today. Legend of Dragoon for the PlayStation 1. This could be a bit of a squash match right there. And the next matchup. Competitor in this match is going to start off with Kingsley's Adventure for the PlayStation 1. I guess it's some kind of platformer, whether it's 3D or 2.5D. Either way, I am intrigued by it. But will the unknown fare really well against this opponent, whatever it is? Parasite Eve, also for the PlayStation 1, that could be a tough match. Alright, let's move on to the next one. We still got a lot to go. Castlevania Curse of Darkness for the PlayStation 2. That was a bit of a fun one. I never got to finish it, though I did get far when I rented it. So that will be going up against. Let's find out. Duke Nukem 3D for the PC. Oh, this could be a bit of an interesting matchup as well. Actually, I think they all are interesting. Maybe this one will be interesting too. Okami, I'm going to do the Wii version because I don't have the HD version, which was originally requested. So that game will be versus, let's find out. Suikoden for the PS1. I don't know, I'll pronounce it Suikoden, some people pronounce it Suikoden, it doesn't really matter. Tomato, tomato. Alright, the next match is going to feature Mega Man X Command Mission. I assume I'll do either the GameCube or the PS2 version. Either or, it'll be like the same game. So that will be going up against. Let's find out. Batman Arkham Asylum for the Sony PlayStation 3. Yeah, I think this is the first PS3 game that I've chosen to be nominated for tournaments, so that should be fun. Arcrise Fantasia for the Nintendo Wii will kick off the next match. Surprisingly, I got that game for like $20 from someone. And its opponent is going to be, let's find out. Tales of Legendia for the Sony PlayStation 2. Got that game for under $30, brand new. I felt that was quite a good deal. Alright, so the next match is going to feature Pandora's Tower for Nintendo Wii. That will be going up against. Let's find out. Banjo-Tooie for the Nintendo 64. This could be a heavyweight matchup if there ever was one. Now, next matchup. Super Mario Galaxy 2 for the Nintendo Wii. Remember, Galaxy 1 was a very popular Let's Play that I did. That shall be versus Seventh Saga for the Super Nintendo. I don't know how I feel about that match. Alright, so the next one. Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy for the PlayStation 2. Well, technically it's the first Jak and Daxter game. It just has this long title. So what will that be facing? Pac-Man World 2, also for the PlayStation 2. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of PS2 and PS1 games. Probably because I haven't touched them in quite a while. So let's move on to the next match, shall we? Looks like we're down to the nitty-gritty. Tales of Xillia for the Sony PlayStation 3. Yeah, there's 3 Tales games in there, but they may not even make it all the way. So the next match. No, Tales of Xillia will be facing, sorry. The opponent for Tales of Xillia is Metroid Other M for the Nintendo Wii. Got that game for like $15, and yet years later it was at Walmart for almost $80. Yeah, explain that to me. Alright, so now we're on to the next match. Mega Man Legends for the PlayStation 1, also known as Mega Man 64, but less inferior. And the opponent for that is going to be Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals for the Super Nintendo. Looks like we're getting very deep to the end of this. Next match. Breath of Fire 4 for the PlayStation 1. Yes, Breath of Fire 3 was an amazing Let's Play. So we'll see how its sequel fares against this opponent. Pokemon XD Gala Darkness, 2 heavyweight RPGs. This should be fun. Now let's move on to the next match. Bayonetta. So I'm going to be doing the Wii U version. So remember, the Wii U version of Bayonetta 2 comes with that and Bayonetta 1. So I got that going for me. I'll be doing the first one, then maybe the second one will come afterwards. We'll see. Not right away, though. That game will be going up against Xenogears for the PlayStation 1. Ugh, that could go either way as well. So it looks like we only got 3 matchups left. To be honest, I don't remember which of these 6 remaining games are. Super Paper Mario for the Nintendo Wii, and its opponent will be, out of these 5, Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage. Ooh, that's could end up in a draw, possibly. Alright, now for the last 2 matches. Like match 31 and 32 respectively. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus for the PlayStation 2. And its opponent out of these 3 remaining games will be Guacamelee for the PlayStation 3. This is a weird match, but it could be interesting. So these are the final 2 that will be facing each other. It almost looks like a Pokeball. Wild Arms for the PlayStation 1. And I think I have an idea what that last game is. And it's Grandia. So a lot of RPGs definitely going at it. So yeah, you can see a theme that I picked a lot of RPGs. And for those of you who had games voted in but never got picked, I do apologize, but I can only pick so many at a time. So there you go. Like, these were like a mixture of my suggestions and your own put together to create this 64-game tournament. I'll probably have the bracket starting sometime soon, so stay tuned for that. And thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in and voting.